Hello everybody, this is a video that describes how to create a graph with the TI Nspire if you have multiple data sets. Now this assumes that you already have a data table set up and all your information is input. So we're going to go from that assumption and we're going to go in and create our multiple data set graphs from that. Okay, first, if it's not already open, please open your file. So here's my data set, and from this point I'm going to go to Doc, Insert, and where I previously would have chosen Data and Statistics, now I'm going to choose Vernier DataQuest. Any pauses that you hear in here, guys, are me and the computer fighting. Okay, I hit the wrong one on accident. I'm going to go back, Insert, Vernier DataQuest. So now that we're in Vernier DataQuest, what we're going to do is we're going to select, down here at the bottom, the tab that looks a little bit like a two-column spreadsheet. Now once you have this, we're going to set it up. Call your first run, double click on the area at the top, and you can enter in whatever name you want. We're doing a lab for the acceleration of a marble running down a track. So this is our first run, and it has 2 books. So I'm just going to call this one 2 books. Okay. Now that you've got that, you're going to go ahead and you do the same thing for your X and Y axes. Let's start with the Y axis. My Y axis on this one, for this lab, that is going to be position. So fill that one in. The units for this one are going to be meters. Hang on a sec. Make sure with caps lock there for a second. Okay, now scroll down a bit. Here's where the part that all that work you've already done comes in very big hand. So keep scrolling down, all the way down, and it is link from list. All right, it is this section right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on none, and that's going to give you a list of all of the information from your data table. Now this is my position one, so I'm going to look down for my data for that one, and that was, I'm looking for it, almost, is my X data. So this is my X, which is my position data, and this one is going to be the same for every run that I do. So I'm going to choose Apply Changes to All Data Sets, because every time we ran this lab, we ran it for the same distances, the same position changes. So if you hit that and you hit OK, you'll see it automatically populates your information. You can go over to your X column. We're going to do the same thing. Double tap on the X and type in whatever name you want. In this case, it is our average time. Okay, we're just going to call this, the short name is time. Our units are going to be seconds. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to scroll down to that link list place again. This time, I'm going to link it to the average time for the first run. What you're seeing here are, what you're seeing right here, those are the first 3 columns of times that I selected. Okay, so I've selected T-average 2. The link to list is there. I did not select Apply Changes. I hit OK, and now all of my information is in. Go to the gray area on the left-hand side. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So in that section over here, you're going to go ahead and hit Control Menu and select New Data Set. Okay, that new data set, I'm going to switch the title of that data set to 4 books. Hello, just give me a few seconds, okay? No, you can sit down. That's fine.
Okay. It's good. Oh.
4 books. If you notice that the
My backpack.
headings are already set up, all we have to do is go through and select the list links. The first one for time, I'm going to select average 4. Scrolling down here slowly but surely, select average 4 there. That sets it up. Do the same thing for position. We're going to use
This is
X.
by myself.
This fits. May I go to the restroom and not be counted towards?
Okay. No. Okay, so there we have all of our data put together. Now we're going to go ahead and put all that information into a graph. Go right over here. That section right there, we're going to select on the graph button this time. All right, we're going to select that. And you see now you have 2 things. One, that's not a line that you like. Everybody quiet for a few minutes, please, okay? I need a few minutes of quiet. That does not have the line that you would like, and it also only shows 1. So first, let's go ahead and deal with showing both of them. I'm going to go over here, this little up arrow. Get out your green sheets, everybody. You can select that little up arrow. And when you do that, you get this little drop-down menu. You want to select whichever ones you want or select all, and they'll just all show up. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to take your cursor somewhere over to the lines, like right around there. And once you're on the line, hit Control Menu, and you want to select number 3, Graph Settings. From Graph Settings, select Point Options. All right, do it as many times as you need to make that happen. So we want 3 for Graph Settings. And then Point Options, so hit 3 again. All right, just a second. Where is it? All right. Graph Settings, Point Options, and then deselect Connect Data Points. Now, if you're doing the Marble Lab, you're probably at a place where you can go ahead and finish the lab based on what's on the back. If you need to go ahead and get lines for that, you can do that as well. You're going to do that by hitting Control Menu. Sorry. Click in the graph area somewhere, hit Control Menu. Where are we going? You gonna let me work? Control Menu on one of the points, excuse me. Hit Control Menu on one of the points. Analyze, and you can curve fit. Select which graph you're working on. Try that again. 1 for Analyze. Alright, I know it's a little bit tricky sometimes making this do what you want it to. Control Menu. Get my way. Alright, Control Menu. Go over here. Select Curve Fit. Scroll over. It's kind of hard to do it with the mouse the way I'm working it. And then just select whichever one of the options that you want here. So if I select, if it's going to work or not, I'm going to select the first one, and then you can choose whichever line you want and it'll fill it in. Okay, just go through, this is your information for it. And now you have the line and you can do it for both of them. If you need information about what those values are, if you can kind of click right here. Whoops, not right there. Click on that downward arrow. And where are we looking for? Click. Right, just double click on it and it will pop up your information that you need. We're going to stop there because I have a class full of kids waiting for me. Talk to you later.